This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Thursday, July 20th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. We begin with news that hundreds of commuters were stranded this morning as bus drivers at the state-owned transport board called in sick. Their action is in response to a call from the 4 major trade unions as part of protests against government austerity measures. The Barbados Secondary Teachers Union, the Barbados Union of Teachers, the Barbados Workers Union and the National Union of Public Workers are pressing for a reduction in the National Social Responsibility Levy or a coping subsidy for their members. The Transport Board's General Manager, Sandra Ford, says less than 20 of the more than 100 buses that were due to operate this morning are on the road. The north of the island was particularly hard hit by the action. Barbados Today spoke with some of the affected commuters.
I heard on the news that
I don't even know the bus
will not be working today.
I
still came because I still hoping to get something to go. When they waiting on the workman's bus, but because I can't take anything else to get to work, it's only workman's bus. So I'm just sitting down hoping, but when they say a certain time, we'll just have to go back home.
I mean, when we do things like this, it is for a good, but sometimes when you're trying to do a good, a bad is come out of it. You understand? Because you got the country hold up. You know, you're doing it for a good one way, but yet still the country hold up the next way. So you're in between the crossroads.
And as the unions continue their industrial action, members of the private sector are meeting today in an emergency session to discuss the way forward for the economy. Ahead of the talks, the Barbados Private Sector Association said that as a member of the social partnership, it has been trying to use this position to advance its concerns for the fiscal path being taken by government and to promote alternative ideas. The meeting is also expected to update members on the efforts and recommendations of the BPSA and to seek a mandate to campaign for more dialogue on the medium-term fiscal strategy. President of the Barbados Association of Retired Persons, Ed Bushell, says his members are being affected by the hike in the National Social Responsibility Levy. Effective July 1st, the tax was raised from 2 to 10% as part of government's efforts to address the economic problems. Bushell says the members raised their concerns at the annual general meeting on the weekend, and he made the disclosure at the launch of the association's Golden Soca yesterday.
As you will know, many of our members are on pensions, on fixed pensions, and they'll be hardest hit by the imposition of the, not the imposition, but the expansion of the NSRL. And we have discussed this with our members. As a matter of fact, at our last annual general meeting on Saturday, our members were fairly vocal in saying and expressing their displeasure at the imposition of the additional tax, or not the expansionary tax. So it's impacting our membership severely.
Residents of Whitehill, St. Andrews say they are facing fresh troubles after coping with 3 years of water shortages, land slippage and an impassable main road. Barbados Today's Kobe Bruns gives us the details.
They're tired, they're fed up, and they are pleading for immediate help. Life has not been easy for the residents of Whitehill ever since a major landslide in November 2014 virtually destroyed the main road into the St. Andrew community. While residents are still anxiously awaiting for the government to fix that problem, they're immediately concerned that a particular broken tree could trigger a fresh set of woes. Outspoken resident Carlita Andrews, who is dubbed the mayor of Whitehill, warns the tree is threatening to bring down power lines and burst 2 water mains lying beneath it. She laments that several calls to the Ministry of Public Works have not been answered.
Numerous calls to the Ministry of Transport and Works, all they're telling us, oh, we don't have the chainsaw is not working, we don't have none to cut the tree with. MTW got, I don't even know how much depot all around the island. In every parish, almost, I assume there's a depot. And let me tell you something, they got a tree trimming truck. If they don't have the chainsaw, for weeks I've been calling the depot, other people have been calling, they have a tree trimming truck. I showed the tree trimming truck came down.
She stressed that the issues in Whitehill have nothing to do with politics, and residents are hoping the authorities will just focus on solving the bitter woes in their community. Kobe Brooms, Barbados Today.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Morning, Miss Hoya. Morning. You again. So you're washing cars now? Well, I can't keep up with you at all.
Yes, girl. You know they're going to provision to selling slow. And I don't sell nation newspapers at all because them don't sell. So I washing cars now. I like to get up before 8:30 because I can't take the hot sun. You want the car wash?
No, not today. It clean.
But you're going in very early though?
Yeah, I just going early so I can read the Barbados Today online before work starts.
Right. But you can still let me clean the vendor for the $2. At least it's still cheaper than the nation newspaper.
All right.
I got a special boo here that I got it shining. Thank you. Enjoy your day here.
You too.
All right. What that paper is? She can see clearly when the dirt is gone.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. A High Court judge in Trinidad has ruled against the government's application for the appointment of 2 liquidators for conglomerate CL Financial to satisfy a multi-million-dollar debt. The government had also petitioned the court to have CL Financial wound up because it is unable to pay the $15 billion debt. In delivering his decision late Wednesday, Justice Kevin Ramcharan ruled the move by the state was premature. He said the state was not able to present evidence that the shareholders may dispose of the company's assets if they regain control of the conglomerate's board at a special general meeting next Tuesday. Ramcharan also stated that it is in the public's interest to wind up the company to pay its debt to government and other creditors. He also noted that shareholders have sought to undermine the conditions under which government agreed to provide financial support to the company and its subsidiaries by seeking to remove the government's directors from the board. And finally, on the international scene, Germany's foreign minister has announced a number of steps against Turkey in response to the detention of German human rights activists. We get more in this Reuters report.
Foreign Minister Sigmar Gabriel on Thursday warning Germans to take care when travelling to the country and threatening to end corporate investment guarantees for Ankara. Gabriel cut short a holiday to deal with the escalating crisis.
I therefore do not see how we as the German government can continue to guarantee German corporate investment in Turkey if, as shown, there are threats of haphazard decisions for political reasons.
Gabriel said Germany would talk to EU partners about Turkey's aspirations to join the bloc, and said he could not envisage talks on expanding the customs union to the country.
Unfortunately, I can't see any kind of readiness on the current Turkish government's side to go on this path with us, which is why we in Germany will be forced to take a new direction in our Turkish policy.
The travel warning could hit Turkey hard. Bookings from Germany account for around 15% of its tourists. The measures also mark a significantly more confrontational stance towards the NATO ally. And they are supported by German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who labelled them necessary and unavoidable in a tweet.
That's the news this afternoon. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can find us on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you could also tune into Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good afternoon.